Good morning, class. Today I will be presenting about the Spanish attack on the British. Spanish came and disembarked from the coast of Belize between 1716 and 1754 in different occasions. They were chased away because they never had enough resources to fight others from settling. The British have been cutting logwood from a century. In 1763, Britain, Spain signed the Treaty of Paris, where it states that the British had the right to cut logwood. The treaty also stipulates that Spain will not disturb or molest the British in their occupation of cutting logwood, loading and carrying logwood. In 1779, the Spaniards attacked the British and took control of St. George's Key. The Spaniards told the inhabitants of the key to surrender and they could leave peacefully or they will be prisoners of war. Therefore, the Baymen surrendered and escaped to Roatan in Honduras coast of British returned to Belize after the treaty was signed in 1763. The British were given a small portion of land to cut logwood. They never liked and they made a next agreement with Spain in 1786. The agreement, the British would let Mosquito Shore in Nicaragua of Spain to take it over and the British could not cut logwood and no mahogany up to the Sibun River. There was another war in 1796 where the British had a lot of time to prepare themselves since the Spanish forces were fighting amongst themselves. Colonel Thomas Barrow came from Jamaica and joined Captain Moss, where they will build fortifications, weapons, and ammunition. About 200 Irish and West Indies troops in 1797. Barrow even bought illegal military supplies from the US and got information from the British. Smugglers from all the movement of the Spanish commanders and was a key of settlement to make they win the war against the Spaniards. When the Spaniards reached Cape Trouble, they were terrible, emasculating, and lacking power of attack in a coordinated manner. Likewise, the Spaniards lost a lot of men when struck with the yellow fever epidemic, where they later hundreds of graves and on Cape Trouble when they left. An expected attack occurred in September 1798, where about 71 Spanish vessels were seen with plans of attack St. George's Key, where Captain Moss chased away 12 of his heaviest vessels. The Spanish vessels anchored and Moss gave the sign to attack, and this attack continued for 2 hours. The British had the upper hand since they knew the island and the coast of Belize very good. Therefore, the Spaniards, in great confusion, began to left the island, and vessels were seen leaving in the night. The remainder of vessels left up onto the 59th. Although there is a huge myth in the Battle of St. George's Key, really there were hardly any military confrontation. One of the strongest things that helped the British was the good condition of the slaves of this country. The British later claimed that the slaves were very loyal to them and willing to give their life for them. In contrast, the slaves were forced to fight in front line with small vessels, while the British were behind with the bigger vessels. In other words, the British used the slaves as shield of war. Thereafter, the Spaniards' control on the mainland colonies were limited since they faced revolts through or Latin America. In 1820s, Spain colonies in Central America won their independence and most countries became free of Spanish oppression.